Hello, my name is Dr. Karen Kossie-Chernyshev, and I'm going to talk to you about quick tool number 3 for going digital on Blackboard, course messages. Okay, course messages is my third favorite of the 5 that I've listed here. And you will notice to the side that you have a little sneak preview that the course messages will have an inbox and a sent box, but we're going to eventually get to that. Course Messages is a tool that is located inside the Blackboard course shell. The great thing about it is that it allows you to communicate with your students and they can communicate with you without all of the communication going to your email box. If you have about 400 students or even 200 or 100, you can imagine how much email traffic that would be going to your TSU email. So Course Messages allows you to keep those communications between you and your students in the Blackboard course shell. In order to use the course messages, you're going to have to add a tool link. So you see this arrow here, you will add a tool link and we'll talk about how to do that. So if you look to the left of your home page, you're going to see a little plus sign. And what you'll do is hover over that and it will allow you to click on it, right, so that you can add a tool link. This is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be adding a tool link. So once you click on tool link, right, it will be highlighted here. Once you click on tool link, you are going to this page where you add the tool link, because there are a lot of different tools in Blackboard. The one you want to add for right now is course messages. So notice that we have add tool link. Underneath that we see the little asterisks and it says name. So here you're going to type in course messages, or if you want to give it some other name, you can do that as well. So you will type in course messages or whatever you choose to name the link. You will also click on the drop-down menu, and once the menu shows you all of these different items, you will then select course messages. Okay? So once you have typed in course messages, you have also selected course messages. Look at the arrow to the left. You're going to then determine whether or not you're going to make it available to users. If you click on the little box there, it's going to make it available to users. Your students will be able to access it, and you will also see it on your home page. Once you've made that determination, you can actually go back and do that if you want, but once you've made that determination, you will then submit, click submit. And once you click submit, you will see course messages right down here at the bottom. Okay, I want you to also pay attention to this little gray box to the left. If you hover over that, you see the arrow is going up and down. You can actually move course messages as a link. You can move it anywhere on this list, whichever destination you prefer. You can move it between announcements and faculty, or you can move it here. It just depends on where you want it to appear on your home page. All right, once you click on the word course messages, you will, this is the page you'll see. It says course messages here, and then you have this icon that says create a message, and that's what you're going to have to do, create a message. So as an instructor, you're going to be sending, your message will appear in the sent box for you on this side, and your students' messages will appear in the inbox for you. Notice also that you will have a tally of unread messages, and then you'll have a total here of the number of messages you will have received. So again, your students' messages will appear in the inbox, excuse me, and your professor's messages will appear in the sent box. Okay, inbox for your students, send box for you. All right, so now we're ready to compose a message. And when you compose a message, the window that you see is going to look a lot like email. So you will have the to box, the CC, the BCC, you'll have the subject box, and so on. All right, so we're back to the idea of creating a message. So we're going to create a message together. So click on Create Message. When you do, you're going to see the names of the possible recipients. Under normal circumstances, you would see a list of students' names, but because this course is one that I'm teaching in the fall, no one's in it yet, my name is the instructor, is the only one there, so I'm just going to write myself a message, okay? So here's my name, and I will then decide that I'm going to send a message to myself. And when we go here, notice that now my name appears on the right-hand side. Why? How did that happen? It happened because I pressed on this little box here. It's going to the right, and so it moved my name from this area to this area so that I can receive a message. Okay, now if I've made a mistake and I really don't want to send a particular student a message, then I would click right here on the little arrow at the bottom. Excuse me, I covered it. But I would click on the one that appears on the bottom. Okay, and when I click on that one, it will actually send the name back to this side. Okay, so we've chosen our recipient, and now we're going to compose the message. Just as with an email, you put in your subject, you put your message here, and if you want to send an attachment, you can. So one-stop shopping, subject, message, attachment. But with this course message option, you have a very rich toolbar. We're going to talk about that toolbar. You can do a lot more than just send an attachment. So when you start to explore in this area on the third row, you can include in this a document. You can actually go to YouTube and look for a film that you'd like to show your students. You can include an image. You can include mashups. There's a place for you to include mathematical problems if you want to. It's all here. So the toolbar is very, very rich. It means that you can send a course message that is packed with information for your students. Okay? And once you've sent that message, it will appear in your inbox. So notice the word folder here, inbox. And then if I need to create a message again, I would click here if I'm creating a new message. However, if I'm responding to the message here, I would simply click here and I would be able to view the message that was sent to me. And just as with normal email, I can respond. Notice that we have a reply button here. Or I can forward, or I can delete. Okay, so you have a lot that you can do here right within your Blackboard course shell. So you have just composed, sent, and responded to a message through course messages. Well, I hope this helped. This is Karen Kossie-Chernyshev, Professor of History, Department of History, Geography, and Economics. We have just completed a course message. Congratulations.